I'm going to be sharing from a correspondence from the Lubavitcher Rebbe, written in 1964, where the Jewish year was 5725, right at the end of the year. He writes, and this is freely translated, I received your letter in which you describe the state of your physical health as well as your sad and despairing state of mind. From what I can ascertain from your letter, I must emphasize that there are various aspects of your life for which you can truly be grateful to God. Understandably, this doesn't mean that the tormented state in which you find yourself is completely without basis. Nevertheless, a person must be able to see the complete picture, including all the good that has transpired in his life, and not only the negative part. It should not be difficult for a woman with a background like yours and possessing faith such as you do to contemplate God's benevolent providence, which he provides to each and everyone individually. Moreover, God is the essence of goodness, and it is the nature of he who is good to do good. When one ponders these thoughts, one must inevitably come to the same conclusion as did King David, the author of the Psalms, Tehillim, who declared, God's with me, I shall not fear. To the contrary, you have all the reasons to be joyous and glad of heart, particularly since a joyous attitude on your part will have a beneficial effect on your entire family. Merely it's important for you to bear in mind, as mentioned above, that you indeed possess many things for which you should be grateful and which should cause you joy. It happens quite often that an individual whose mood is similar to yours seeks to discover the basis for his unhappy frame of mind, thinking the answer he comes up with is the true cause for all his problems and unhappiness, when in truth the root cause may be something else entirely. This is particularly true of a Jewish man or woman whose true joy is entrenched in living a full Jewish life, a life that is in complete harmony with the path of Torah and mitzvos, commandments, good deeds in action, right? Given to us on Sinai. And that made us into a holy nation. The particulars of how to live a Jewish life are meticulously detailed in the Shulchan Aruch, the Code of Jewish Law, a book that spells out Jewish law and daily conduct. If for one reason or another one's daily life is not in complete accord with the Jewish way of life as commanded by God, it's impossible for a Jew to be completely happy and content, inasmuch as something vital is missing from his life or her life. It is possible that the person is unaware of this, for which reason she or he will search for the cause of his discontent, her discontent and unhappiness in other areas. On the other hand, when a Jew is steadfast in one's outlook that one will live in complete harmony with the Jewish way of life, then that one is capable of being completely happy and content. The above is something that can be achieved by every Jew, although for some it may be easier than for others. This capacity surely exists since God, the creator and conductor of the world and the commander of these commandments, also provides the person with the capacity to fulfill his commands. Of course, I'm aware of the question of how it is that there are many individuals who are seemingly detached from the path of Torah and mitzvos, Torah meaning truth, life, the basic law, fundamental pattern of nature. The code of life, the source of life, and mitzvos, right? Like being life in the world, being in accordance with life. And that was my little addition. I was getting inspired and excited. I'm not trying to add to the Lubavitcher Rebbe's words, Rebbe Menachem Mendel Schneerson. I'll reread that part in his words. Of course, I'm aware of the question of how it is that there are many individuals who are seemingly detached from the path of Torah and mitzvos, and nevertheless seem to be completely happy, and so on. The answer is simple. No one really knows what's transpiring in the heart and mind of another individual. Additionally, a person can conceal his inner dissatisfaction and unhappiness, although sooner or later this must come to the fore. It would be worthwhile for your husband to check his tefillin. Pause. Because I don't have a husband right now, this is hoping the butterfly effect. Whoever my husband is, I say I don't have a husband because I'm not married. Nobody asked me to be their wife. And I don't know. I read some of the laws. It could be everyone's married to each other, which is a little scary to think about according to some of the laws in the Torah, and some of the interpretations on what can constitute a betrothal. But safely saying I do not have a husband, as safe as possible, I would say that whoever my husband is, this butterfly effect of this sound, he should check his tefillin. Check your tefillin if you are out there somewhere. Okay, continuing. And before he puts them on each weekday, he should give a small coin to tzedakah. And put a small coin in tzedakah before you do it. It would also be worthwhile that the mezuzos in your home be checked to assure they're kosher according to Jewish law. You as well should give a small coin to tzedakah prior to lighting candles. I hope to hear from you good news. So I can do that for sure. I can add some coins, a coin or coins to, it says small coin to tzedakah, to charity. And I just got a new mezuzah that probably needs to be checked, so I'll do that. Anyway, thank you for spending this time.